Welcome back, everybody, back with a new video. So we have to look at the gameplay from the K-Lab video, which is nice. I don't mind it, right? Because the game is still on maintenance. No surprise there because it is a huge maintenance. Kind of expected something to happen like this, right? I'm not really surprised. So hopefully everyone did their GQs or their dailies, right? Because we don't know when it will come back, right? So let's get right into the new characters. Chad, of course, we knew was a power unit, but he has a captain and a stern raider killer. Now, I will say this right off the bat. I've already seen the gameplay stuff, right? I've already seen all that. So we're just going to sit here and look at the skills, right? So Chad, captain, stern raider killer. Good, he's a captain killer, right? Because we do know he has a booster skill, which is nice because if you didn't get U-Haul, this Chad is not a bad option, right? And then Stern Raider is a throwaway skill, in my opinion, or throwaway killer. But if they do plan to break up the GQs in the future, I think he'll be good, right? I think he'll be fine, right? So innate skills are going to be weakened duration, poison, sprinter +1. Pretty nice to see, pretty to be expected, right? He is going to be a PvP unit / a GQ unit, right? So he has a new skill which can learn 100% down. The new damage skill to enemies not inflicted by stats element by 100%. So technically, he's doing 100% more damage versus someone that does not have stats element on them, such as IT, for example, right? Say you take a full team that doesn't have inflict stats element. So that means he's going to be doing 100% damage, so which allows him to cause great damage to enemies who are not inflicted by an element. Now, so this is going to be a little bit hit or miss because it's gonna be good in Brave Battles, 100%. But when it comes to GQ, you kind of want to have like a good unit with CC, right? Either paralyzed, weakening, or something crazy along the lines, right, of stats elements in terms of for GQ. So him having this, it's a bit iffy. It's a bit iffy, right? So we do know the SA2 is a boost, right? We knew this coming in, so it's useful and all that. Enhancer, yada yada yada. We already know that he's a booster. No surprise here, right? So can also expect him to do well in Brave Battles. He has 2 kills and can learn the skills Brave Battle only Preventalize Ditch, which is great. Half stamina only decreased damage by 50%. We knew that coming into it. Pretty good. Chad was like the only unit that we knew most of the stuff, right? Because he's designed for PvP. So he also does have guard break and hit enemies, which is pretty nice. I like this on a NAD unit. I prefer this. It's pretty good. I like it. So and then alongside that, he does have poise. Overall, I think Chad is great. I think he's a very, like he just said, he's a very easy character to play around with if you really want to. He's a normal NAD unit. He has everything he needs. He has guard break. He has hidden enemies. You don't really have to worry about that. He is strictly made for PvP, but you can also use him in GQ because he has booster. Booster is absolutely crazy when it comes to boost. If you don't have Yuha or Shinji, this Chad will be a good addition to your party. Also keep in mind, you could use it for Captain's Week of GQ, but Stern Raider, you don't really need him for that because right now, currently, Yamamoto could just one-shot that week at the moment. So we have to wait and see until they break it up. It's more speculation at this point that they will break it up eventually. So, yeah, right. We don't know yet till certainty, right? So let's now talk about Uryu. Uryu has a Soul Reaper Captain Killer. Now, this actually makes him really good for a side unit. So, he'll be good for GQ, be good in overall play. Soul Reaper, pretty damn good. He literally has 6 anniversary eyes and killers, which overall, I like it. I don't mind it. It's pretty good, especially for a technique unit. The only other usable, I think, or good tech unit with Soul Reaper Killer is our Ichigo. Flyzin's still pretty good. There's a couple units that are still good, but let's see how this Uryu can really hold up, right? So, Sprint +1, Team Party Recovery, I like that already. It's already good signs for me. Someone who plays support, I like this. And he does have Havoc 20% in built. Pretty good. So, what you can see here, he has a super speed link slot potion unit +5. He has the normal speed link slot potions. And then on top of that, he has a speed droplet drop 30%. Now, I wish CN got this. I don't know why they didn't want to give it to CN, but they gave it to Uryu. I mean, first anime band, probably to give the juiced up skills. But overall, this Uryu just looks like he's going to be made strictly for epic raids from what we can possibly see here. Overall, I like him having those 3 skills. Now, he has Iron Skin, which basically has Guard Break and Pierce Iron Skin. A lot of people actually predicted this. I kind of did not think about it. I thought about it, but I'm like, why would they do that? But it kind of makes sense, right? So he does have Guard Break and Pierce Iron Skin, which overall is pretty good if you do want to use them at IT. It's not a bad option. I don't mind it at all. But on top of that, he does have a technique attribute character strong attack damage 20%, which is the first of its kind for technique. I like this. So if you are technique, you are getting a 20% strong attack buff. Very, very good. Just like the premium Lisa that we got a little while ago. Overall, I like him. I like him. I think he's okay. I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's bad. But overall, I think he's okay. All right, we know the SA2, he does have the homing vortex. But I did not know that he has bombardment +1. Wow, it did not look, in the gameplay, it did not look like he had bombardment +1, but I guess he does. Now keep in mind, no stats elements, so he's not really be doing that much damage. But if you do put weakened defense on it, he will do a good amount of damage. He'll do enough, right? But overall, I don't think he's worse. I don't think he's bad. I think he's okay. But just keep in mind, we don't know, at least it feels like a premium banner, right? But since they are calling it 1,000-year blower, it's more than likely going to be a limited banner, right? So we don't know yet. Right? I feel like it's 80% is going to be a limited banner, but there's a chance it could be premium because it doesn't. I don't want to say it gives off a premium vibe, right? So it's kind of hard to explain it. Because me and Aaron talked about this before. So we'll see. We'll see what they really want to do. In terms of strong attacks, not really going to be looking at that because we don't know yet still, right? The game is in maintenance. And yeah, right, we've seen the gameplay already. SA3 is a full screen. SA2 is a homing vortex. And then the SA1 looks like a AoE ability. Go back to, he do the SA1 yet? So the SA1 surrounds a character and attacks forward. I'm going to assume it's probably like Yodorishi's SA1. That's just assumption here, right? We don't know yet. It will come out later on in the information. But overall, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Right, now let's get into the boy, Ichigo. Right, let's get into Kurosaki Ichigo. So he has double killers. We thought it was going to be our brand new Heart Hollow killer, but we were wrong. Yet again, we're still not getting a Heart Hollow killer. He is a Rankar, no affiliation. I do wish this was a Rankar and Hollow. Would have made more sense personally, but it is what it is, right? So, pretty good killers there. I don't mind a Rankar, but man, we have Cien. We have Yodorichi. We have, who else came out? We have Isane. There's a lot of competition. Where Hollow, if he was Hollow, that would have been perfect. No affiliation, I don't mind him being a no affiliation, but the Rankar is So, he has 14% recharge, which is pretty good. Sorry for sniffling. I have some really bad allergies right now. So, overall, pretty good. Innate skills, read all affiliation dodges, and long strike. Great. Nice abilities, right? So he also has recover 20% stamina, pretty damn good, as well as hidden enemies and pierce iron skin. So another pierce iron skin, which honestly I don't mind it. I think it's okay. It helps him in IT, which was the problem. So overall, no status of it, but since he has pierce iron skin, he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's completely usable. So he also learns complete status immunity shared and Marauder. Wow, and Uryu didn't want to get sharpshooter. Overall, you can see there's Ichigo always juiced up. Always juiced up. Overall, what we've seen already, it's pretty damn good, right? I like that. I like those two skills already. So, he also has, wait a minute. Doesn't he have, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Wait, hold on. Didn't he have, oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was guard break and hidden enemies, but it's hidden enemies and pierce iron skin. So, this character, this Ichigo, literally has everything that he needs. Literally. He can deal with enemies with dodge, higher skin, melee attack resistance. Literally right here. Literally what they just said. He is absolutely insane. He's actually pretty damn good when you really think about it. So, he is actually really usable in every single piece of content in the game, which is nice, right? Which is really, really good. So, he also does have damage to inflicted enemies not affected by a status element 100%. So, in IT, he's going to be doing 100% more damage. But he's not like Chad, where Ichigo is an SP unit. He's going to do a crap ton of damage. And not only on top of that, he does have Frenzy +2, which is absolutely crazy. Now, the amount of damage that this Ichigo is going to be doing is crazy. It's actually really, really crazy. Now, I don't know how much, I don't think he has any Bruiser or Berserker, does he? Surely he does. Let me see, let me go back a little bit. Did they say it? So I'm going to be assuming this is going to be 40% Bruiser and 60% Sad. So that is a lot of damage. So in IT, he is going to be doing about 160% Sad, technically, right? Because of his 100% if they have no status afflicted on them, right? So overall, I like him. This Ichigo is obviously the prize of the banner. Next to chat. Uryu, on the other hand, I feel like you can live without Uryu, but if you're summoning, I feel like you're really summoning for Ichigo and Chad. But you're probably summoning because you do like these base forms. For me, personally, I don't really care much for these base forms. I like them, don't get me wrong, I like that they're in the game, but I won't be summoning for them. I will summon for them on a 1,000-year blood war account, right? But my main account, they're not going to really do anything for me on my main account, right? I have pretty much what they have. What killers they have is not really helpful for me, right? But I do like to see them in game. I don't mind it. I don't mind the base forms, but for me, I don't mind. I don't really care much for the base forms, right? But overall, I think it's a pretty good banner. Now, we don't know the fillers yet. We'll find out later on. But overall, for what we've seen in the gameplay, not really the gameplay, but the skills, Ichigo's absolutely insane. Right? I think it's Ichigo, then Chad, then Uryu. Are you going to summon? Let me know down below in the comments. But other than that, though, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you guys later on. Peace out.